Good morning, namaste. Hope everybody's ready to do a little extra gentle yoga today. We're going to start just working on the neck. I hope you're seated in a position that is comfortable, but with your back very straight. And let's just start by rolling the shoulders over the top and to the back. Just a very gentle beginning as we breathe. Breathe in as your shoulders come up and move back. Exhale as they come down the bottom of the circle and move forward. Don't even try to be an extreme circle of the shoulders right now. Just keep it gentle. Everything today is going to be extra gentle, extra slow and thoughtful. No judgment, no critique, no criticism. Namaste, Annie. How are you? Over the top to the back, breathing in as we come up and back. Exhale as you come down and forward. And now let's try to reverse the circles. Over the top to the front and under the bottom of the circle, moving back. Exhaling in the bottom of the circle, inhaling at the top. And now gently over the top to the front as a bicycle, one shoulder at a time. And backwards, over the top to the back, breathing as you move. All right, let the shoulders relax. Try to sit a little taller on your sitting bones, lifting through the spine, through the neck, through the top of the head. Shoulders and arms heavy, relaxed. It's just hanging down, resting. Let's take a nice deep breath, and as you breathe in through the nose, imagine that you're filling a glass of water, splashing it clear and clean and cool in the bottom of the glass, and filling all the way up, overflowing at the top of the glass again here, and imagine the cool, clear water as it splashes over the top. Breathing in, here we go. Exhale. As you exhale, you can exhale through the nose or the mouth or both, and try to compress the entire torso in at the same time. So chest, throat, and belly all exhaling at the same time. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Beautiful. And now we're just going to work the neck. Look right and look left. Finding the full range of motion, whatever it may be. Be gentle and breathe as you move right and left. Look right and left. Look right and left. Look right and left. Come back to the front. Tip your head one way and then the other. Over the top, breathing in. Exhale as you come down. Be gentle. And up we go. Now we look down. Slowly look down. Slowly bring your face up. Look up. Don't drop your head back. Think about lifting up through the nose and chin. Up. Slowly down. Looking down. Let the head hang for a moment. Bring it up, up, up. Breathe in. Drop it down. Lift it up. And down. And up. And down. Let it hang now and allow yourself to round your back. Soften the belly, soften the shoulders, round the back, drop the head forward. Let the head be heavy, let it hang. Keep hanging your head forward. We're going to shift our weight onto the right sitting bone or right buttock and bring the nose kind of close to the right armpit. Sink back onto both buttocks and drop the head in the middle. Just sit for a moment. Shoulders are very heavy and rounded. Head is hanging forward. Relax and release. One big breath in and just let go of everything. All right, let's bring the chin close to the left armpit and shift over to your left buttock. Hang here for a moment. Back to the middle. Over to the right side again. Shift your weight to your right. Feel a gentle stretch on the oblique side of the left side of the neck down towards the shoulder. Back to the middle. And here we go all the way to the left. Hang here for a moment. Arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Hopefully you feel a gentle stretch from behind the ear on the right down towards the right shoulder. Awesome. Back to the middle. Slowly straighten up. Bring the face up. Beautiful. Let's bring the chin forward. We're not going to do the shoulders at all now. Just keep the shoulders relaxed, arms relaxed. Chin forward, chin back. Chin forward, chin back. Forward, back. Keep breathing. One more time. All right, thank you for that. Hands to prayer pose, push it up, breathe in. Reach up. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. Close the eyes for a moment and just hold your prayer pose. Take a moment for yourself. Acknowledge your true self. Honor yourself for showing up today. All right, we're going to come back to hands and arms a little later. Right now we're going to lay down, stretch the legs out, and go into the windshield wiper with the knees. So go ahead and find your position. Let your shoulders come down. So pick the body up a little bit and shift your shoulders down. And make sure your back feels really flat against the floor. Arms are out to the side. Palms are facing up. Fingers are gently curled. Knees are bent and heels are maybe 8 to 10 or 12 inches away from your hips. Separate your feet out just a little bit wider than normal. Drop both knees to the left, and let's just come up immediately and drop both knees to the right, and come up, both knees to the left, and come up, both knees to the right. Come up, back and forth now. Just let everything be loose in the hips. Flop the legs left and right. Any speed that feels good to you is perfect. Maybe you even want to just wait and be in the left side for a moment while you release and relax. Or go to the other side and let the gravity just take control, pulling down, doing its thing. Don't resist it. Windshield wipers, left and right. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, bring the knees to the chest and hands on the knees. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze in, hold, bring the face up just a little bit towards the knees. Hold and breathe. Rock a little bit left and right. release, drop the head back. Let's reach the arms and legs up to the ceiling. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Change direction, go the other way around. Keep breathing. Change direction again. Let's flex the ankles and wrists and point the toes. Bring the hands over all the way. Back and forth a few times. Breathe a lot. And bring them into a flexed position. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, bring it down all the way to the ground and all the way back up. Point the toes, flex, bring the hands over. Flex the ankles and wrists, bring it down, push it up and point. Flex down, up, point. Let's do that 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching up, relax your arms, relax your hands and your feet. Just reach up with the arms and the legs. And we're going to bring the feet together and the hands come to somewhere on the legs. Cluster them all up and then spread them wide as you inhale. Open up like a flower blooming. Exhale, close. Don't go too far. Don't send your legs too far to the floor. We're just opening and closing and connecting to breathing in and out. Breathe. Open in. Close, exhale. Open, inhale. Close, exhale. 3 more times. Open, inhale. And close. Alright, let's bend the knees and squeeze the knees in. Hands are right on the shins or the knees. Squeeze and pull them in and release. Squeeze them in, push the air out, exhale. Release the knees open, breathe in. Squeeze and close. Open, breathe in. Alright, stretch the legs out. Just relax for a moment, find your Shavasana. Feel yourself heavy on the mat. Arms overhead, bring your feet together. Let's do a nice stretch, long body stretch. Bring the chest big as it'll go. Expand the rib cage. And release, relax. Take a moment to just notice how you feel. How your different parts of the body carry your weight down onto the floor. And bend the left leg, bring it in. Hands to the knees, squeeze and release. Left knee, squeeze in and release. Keep breathing. All right, bring it up, arms out to the side, just relax your arms, bend that knee about 90 degrees, circle it around. Circle as big a circle as you're comfortable with, don't force yourself. Circling around, keep breathing. Visualize your hip socket like a ball and socket joint. It's supposed to have quite a lot of movement, 360 degrees, a full circle. Visualize your breath, bringing oxygen into that joint to lubricate it. Change direction, let's go the other way around. All right, breathing in and out. All right, legs straight up now. See if you can get the knee straight and let the leg come straight up out of the hip socket like a lamppost. Relax the arms. Bring a lot of energy to the back of the leg from hip to heel. Energy flowing up to the heel, flowing down to the hip, and then back up and down. Really straighten that knee if you can. Bend the knee just a little bit and reach your hands towards your leg. Now at this point, if your leg wants to be bent, that's okay. If you can get it straight, that's fine too. We're going to do a hip stretch, bring the leg closer to the face, slowly and gently, don't force it. Exhale, let the leg come back away from the chest. Find a range of motion for this leg, coming close to the face, and back to your comfort zone. Stretch and breathe. Create space in the hip, in the hamstrings, at the back of the thigh. Create space behind the knee. Imagine you're opening a little window back there. Let the sun in. Let the breeze blow through. And let's take the leg into close to your extreme limit and hold. We're going to hold a static stretch for 30 seconds. Just quietly try to relax. Keep breathing. Halfway there, keep breathing, keep stretching, and keep trying to relax. Perhaps now the leg will come just a little deeper into your stretch. Gently urge it a little bit, 1 centimeter. Hold right there, keep breathing. And release the leg. Bring it back to vertical. Let it drift left or out. And catch it in your hand. Your elbow on the floor, your hand in the air. Make a little cradle in your hand. Catch the leg in your hand and let it drift down. Opening up the pelvis. Try to relax everything in the body except that left arm that's holding the leg. And then we bring the leg back up, and we're going to cross it all the way over to the other side. Roll up onto the right side of your hip and let your knee come towards the ground. Maybe it comes all the way to the ground, maybe not that far. If you have a handy pillow, you could always put it under the knee. Just relax the shoulder back towards the floor, your face looking up at the ceiling, your chest opening up towards the ceiling. Everything in the entire body, mind, and spirit, just let go, relax. Scan through your spine. Ask each portion of your spine, are you relaxed 100%? If not, ask why not. Truly, relaxation begins in the mind. Don't come out of this pose until you've done 3 long, slow, deep, restorative breaths. In through the nose, out through either the nose or the mouth. Awesome. Let's roll onto our back. Stretch the arms overhead. Make sure you feel nice and flat on the ground. Stretch like you just woke up from the wonderful sleep. Long body stretch. Expand your ribs in all directions. Breathe in as much air as you can. And let everything go. Relax. Exhale. That was awesome. Let's bring the right leg up for the same treatment. Bring the knee into the chest. Bring it in and squeeze it in towards the shoulder or the chest. Release. Squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in and hold. And then release. Stretch the legs straight up. See if we can get it quite. Let's do the knee bend first. Circle it around. Big circle, as big as you're comfortable with. Ball and socket joint, 360 degrees of movement, lubricated by your breath. Change direction whenever you feel like it. All right, bring that leg straight up now. Really try to have the knee straight for a moment, stretching the back of the leg from hip to heel, from heel to hip. Feel the energy back there. Connect the weight of the leg through the hip into the earth. Down. Connect the energy from the hip to the heel, up into the sky, up. Fantastic. Okay, you can bend the knee a little bit now. Reach the hands towards the leg. And here, if your leg can be straight, that's great. If not, a little bend is fine. We're stretching towards the face and back to vertical. Gentle, slow, lots of breathing, lots of appreciation. Appreciate your body. Don't judge it. Don't criticize. Find your full range of motion from comfort zone into that no-go zone. Acknowledge where's your edge of your range of motion. Give it a little gentle nudge as you reach it and then back away. Beautiful. Let's see if we can hold the leg in a static stretch right at your edge of motion, your edge of your range of motion. Perhaps now that we've been patient, it'll stretch just a little farther gently. Ask a little bit more of the hamstring hip system. Keep breathing. Be gentle. Appreciate. And then release. Leg straight up, arm out, your right arm out to the side, elbow down. Excuse me. Hand into the air with a cradle position. Open the leg out, farther out till it lands in the cradle of your hand, and then hold the leg with the strength of your right arm so you can relax the leg, relax the hip, relax everything else in the body. Drop the leg until you feel a gentle stretch in the groin tendons. Try to relax. And then lift the leg up and all the way over to the other side. Bring it to the floor or close to the floor. A pillow under the knee is always allowed. Think about your right shoulder reaching back for the floor, arms out to the side, palms up. Face can look up or left or right, whatever works for you. Feel free to make any micro adjustment that you need in order to be even more relaxed. Here we try just to let go. Trust gravity. Allow it to do its thing, pulling us down, everywhere, sinking down, melting down, releasing. Three deep restorative breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose or the lips, whichever works for you. You're ready. And roll back onto the flat of the back. Heels on the ground near your hips. Arms out to the side, relaxed. Open the knees out and bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to relax. You can move your heels away from your hips if that helps. So the shape of your legs is almost like a diamond. Release, relax. Open the hips. And bring the knees up. Cross the knees at right over left.
And let's see if we can bring them both to the left. A gentle IT band stretch through the hip and side of the thigh down towards the knee. Extra points for anybody who can tell me what IT stands for. Put it in the comments after the class. IT. You always hear about IT injuries in basketball players, don't you? Let's bring the knees up, cross the other way. Cross the left knee over the right and bring both knees to the right for relaxing. IT band stretch through from the hip to the side of the thigh down towards the knee. Relax through the shoulders of the left shoulder. Stay down on the floor. If it can. Knees up, uncross, and find yourself nice and flat on the ground. Let's tilt the pelvis and rock it back and forth. If you want, you can even pick the tailbone off of the ground just a little bit, feeling a nice stretch in the front of the thighs. Rock it back, lift, arch the back. It's almost like a cat and cow stretch, isn't it? Lots of breathing. When you pick it up, squeeze the buttocks in just a little bit. Give it a squeeze and release. Rock it down. All right, now we're going to put the left ankle on the right knee. Reach the hands up from the shoulders. Bring the head off the mat. Reach up for the ceiling. Hold, keep breathing. Spread your fingers wide. A lot of energy in the fingertips, reaching up, looking up with your eyes at the top of your eye sockets. Reach up, keep breathing. Slowly coming down. Arms can rest anywhere that feels good. Cross the legs the other way. Right ankle on left knee. Reach the hands up to the ceiling, straight from your shoulders. Head off the mat. Reach up, stretch up. Crunching the belly in. Keep breathing. Energy in the fingertips, reaching up. And down we come. Let's bring the knees in for another squeeze and release session. In and out. Squeeze and release. Let the knees open. Let them go wide apart as they feel like. Hold right there. Relax your hips. Bring the knees about halfway back, maybe a little more than halfway, and rock left and right. Rocking slowly back and forth. And bring the knees away from the chest. Head off the mat. Rock tailbone to shoulders. Keep rocking, invigorating that spine, giving it some love. Keep rocking shoulders to tailbone. And eventually coming up to seated. Back into our cross-legged position if that works for you. Any position is actually fine as long as your back is straight. Beautiful. I promised you arms and hands would get some attention, so that's where we are now. Hands to prayer pose. Take a moment to just settle into seated position with a straight back. Honor your true self. Close your eyes.
Fill your heart with gratitude and love. Now is a good time if there's somebody special that you want to send some extra love to. Maybe somebody who's sick or suffering. Hold them in your heart, hold them in your mind. Let them know you love them. Send them the truth of your love. Positive energy. Thank you. Beautiful. Interlock your fingers and squeeze and release a few times. Connect your breath to your movement in any way that makes sense to you. Let's invert the fingers through, invert the hands through the fingers. Stretching forward, round the back, drop the head. Hold and breathe. And then lift up, inhale, bring them overhead. Stretch straight up, big breath in. Exhale, hands to the top of the head or the back of the head and elbows very far wide. Really shine your light forward from your heart, forward through your eyes, your cheeks, your smile. Elbows back. Keep breathing. And lift it up, stretch it up. Breathe in. Bend forward, look down at your hips, drop your head, reach your hands way forward. And then bring the hands back into prayer pose. Let's take our hands from prayer pose straight out from the chest, elbows wide, forearms parallel to the floor. Spread your fingers wide so there's a lot of space between your fingers, and press. Keep pressing and breathing. And try to engage all the finger muscles, the hand muscles, the forearm and upper arm muscles, but also the shoulders and the chest muscles in here underneath the collarbone. In here, engage these muscles, and also behind in the shoulder blades, behind the chest, everything, and even on the side underneath your armpits. Keep pressing and keep breathing, using everything in the upper body. Relax your mind. Fingertips too. Keep pressing, keep breathing. All right, now we're going to let the right arm be stronger than the left, and the whole palm section shifts towards the left shoulder. There's still a lot of pressing going on, but the right arm is just a little stronger. Now bring it back to the middle. Left arm becomes more strong than the right. Push it towards the right shoulder. A lot of pressing going on, and let it go back and forth in that way. Keep pressing back and forth. All right, back to the center and invert the fingers. Interlock the fingers, invert. Round the back, look down at your hips. Push the hands forward, breathe. And bring the hands back to the shoulders, elbows back, reach back. Interlock your fingers behind your tailbone. Straighten your arms or just reach back, squeezing. Of course, you can always use a belt or a piece of fabric. If your hands can't quite make it, you can use a towel or something like that. You see how I did that? I want you to squeeze however feels good to your shoulders right now. Maybe at the top, maybe in the middle, maybe down by the bottom, or maybe sliding up between those spots. Squeeze. Find your perfect little spot and drop your head forward. Breathe. Now release the hands and bring them in front for a hug. Give yourself a hug. Notice which arm is on top. Open up and put the other arm on top this time. Lift the elbows up. Uncoil the arms, lifting up, stretch it up. Breathe in, rotate your wrists. Bring them down, bring them down, bring them down. Let them rest, palm up on your knees. Let's see if we can make a sacred circle with the fingers and thumb, resting our hands somewhere on our knees or on the arms of your chair if you're on a chair, or just on your thighs somewhere. Relax the hands. Close the eyes. Connect your breath to these sacred circles. Think about your right nostril breathing in as you visualize the circle on your right hand, and simultaneously your left nostril breathing in, connected to the circle of your left hand. Travel, as you inhale, travel in both sides of your brain around the circle. Travel through the circle, around the circle in your mind. The right side of your face, brain, your eye, your right nostril, connected to that right circle in your right hand. The left side of your face, eye, nose, brain is connected to the circle on your left hand. Simultaneously, as you breathe in and out. Keep that energy going around the circle, connected to your breath. Allow your breath to be deep and natural, not forced in any way. As you touch your fingers and thumbs together, try to sense where the energy from that pressing, that touching, travels up the arm. What part of the arm is engaged? Follow the energy up towards the elbow. A certain line of energy from the fingertip thumb touch, through the hand, through the wrist, and up to the elbow, coming up into the elbow. Let's keep it going up into the armpit. Actually, you should sense that it comes through the front of the bicep and into the front of the armpit, and then bring it into just below the center point of your collarbone, right here. Bring the energy up and here. And from here, on both sides, it comes in towards the heart, and think of it holding your heart in an envelope of love. Keep your center around your circles, and the energy that they are creating by touching the finger and the thumb together, separating the right from the left in perfect symmetry and synchronicity. The right hand connected to the right lung and the right side of the brain, the right eye, the back of the head, in the back, the right side, down that tendon on the right side of your neck, the back of your neck reaching down the right side of the spine. Send it all the way to anchor in that little dent, that little dimple just above your right buttock. Now we do the left fingertip and thumb circle. of energy travel up the arm, up to the left collarbone. Hold the heart in an envelope of love. The left side separates from the right side in perfect synchronicity and symmetry. The left eye, the left eyebrow, the brow ridge of the skull, over the top of the left side of the head, the left side at the back of the head, down towards the base of the skull, the left tendon that we know extends from the skull down towards the left side of the spine, all the way down to the dimple at just above the left buttock, a little dimple or dent that you've seen on other people and when they were in bathing suits. Let's connect both our eyes, left and right eye, to those dimples at the base of the spine, left and right. I am so grateful for that breath exercise. Meditation is very healing, very helpful. Let's stretch our legs out and let's do a really intense forward fold. Gentle, extra gentle, but let's really have the legs straight if we can. And we're going to just start by stroking the legs from ankle to hip, breathing, bending forward, looking down at the knees, and coming up to a level head, looking forward, down, and up, down, and up. Slow it down. Spend more time in the down position here. Coming up last time, take a breath in. Exhale it all out. Grab a hold of your shins or your heels and come close, knees and face close together. Stay down and breathe. When you're ready, walk your hands along your legs and push yourself back up. Let's bend the right leg and bring the heel close to the hip but out quite a ways. Bring the shoulder and elbow inside that leg. Hands around your left knee, left inside and outside of your left knee side. And bring the face close to the knee, walk the hands towards the foot, perhaps grabbing a hold somewhere at the ankle, heel, or shin. With every inhalation, try to bring your hands strongly against your leg, and with every exhalation, let go, sink, drop down. When you're ready, hands to the floor, push yourself back up. Straighten out both legs. Open your knees, open your feet just a little bit, and bend just a little bit. Reach down towards the feet, drop the head, relax. And then push against your legs and bring yourself back up. Let's bend the left leg now. Place the heel close to the hips but out. Bring the elbow and shoulder inside of the knee. We're reaching for the right leg. Hands on either side of the knee. Face comes down. Reach for something to grab around your foot, ankle, or shin. Hold. Keep breathing.
With every inhalation, stretch towards the foot. With every exhalation, sink down, release, and let go. Thank you. Let's push against the floor and come back up. Straighten both legs out. Legs together and straight if possible. We're going to try and lift through the spine, straighten the spine, shoulders back and down, top of the head reaching up, and collapse, not really collapse, but stretch forward with the back, the lower back really flat. Grab a hold of your shins. Let me go my position a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Grab a hold of your shins just above the ankles somewhere. Pull, lifting the top of the head towards the wall, the top of the wall across the room. So we really have a very straight back. Pulling with the arms, lifting through the head, flattening the lower back, and feeling a pretty awesome stretch at the back of the legs and hips. Hold. Continue to pull. And we're going to start to sink down a little bit, down, 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 dropping the head. Keep pulling with the legs. Bring the face close to the knees, look down at your legs. Keep pulling, keep trying to have a back that's very straight and flat. Reaching the top of the head beyond your toes for the wall on the other side of the room. No longer the top of the wall, now the base of the wall. And then release. Push your hands against your legs, slowly bringing yourself back up. Let's see if we can do a little cat and cow. We only have a few minutes left. We almost always need to do some table position work. So on your hands and knees, activate your hands. Don't slouch in the shoulders. Let's arch the back and drop the head, and then bring the face up, bring your tailbone up, and sway the back down. Take your time. Feel the stretch. Allow the movement to become more fluid, more youthful, starting with a little bit of stiffness perhaps, working it out. Keep breathing. Remember, if anything feels like it needs to just be held for a breath or two, for a moment or two, to release, to relax, to let it sink in, that's certainly always an option. Back to a flat back, look around for your hip, and then look the other way. Take your time. And then we go back to cat and cow. Here we're going to sink back to pose of a child. I'm going to choose a wide-legged pose of a child, which means my knees are quite far out and my big toes are touching. I sink my hips back towards the heels and the chest and side of the face come down for deep relaxation. against the ground. Bring yourself up. Any seated position is fine. I'm going to sit in the hero pose. Take a moment to just be grateful for your yoga practice. Honor yourself for having shown up today. You did a great job. Very happy to have this honor of being a part of your yoga practice. And remember, gentle yoga is still yoga. It's awesome. So even if you don't do a lot of vigorous standing postures or strength postures, you're still doing your body honor and giving love and sending that love out. It's like a stone dropping in a still pond. You cannot know how far those circles of energy travel out. Peace and love to each of you. I grant you my most sincere namaste.